Alrighty-yo, I do apologize. It's a little bit bouncy right now, I should say. I'm currently driving on my way to the gym. I thought, why not try and see if I can balance my camera stand in the car and record an intro. And at the moment, it's doing okay, but I think that's literally because I'm on a straight road driving 30 miles per hour, just straight, and there's no bumps or anything. However, I'm about to go around a roundabout, so I'm hoping that it doesn't just fall. That'll be pretty sad. But you know, I got a leg day today. It should be a pretty sweet leg day. Kind of want to make sure to still get all my... Alright, had a little incident there. Camera slipped, but I think it's okay for now. Yeah, no, I want to end this pretty quickly because otherwise I think it's going to keep falling unless I have a proper stand. Yeah, regular leg day today. I want to get some squat movement in, SLDL, calf raise, hamstring, get some leg extensions in. That'll be pretty sweet. I think that's mainly the target for today's session. Just keep it the same, keep it usual, batter the hell out of my legs, and I think I'll be feeling good with that, honestly. So I will see you guys again at the gym. Let me try and not make sure to distract myself too much. First exercise, first set. We're actually doing a new weight today. We did 86 for 8 last session, so we're adding an extra tiny little plate on, and we got 88.3. So we're gonna see how this moves. So this is indeed a new weight. I haven't actually done this before, so aiming anywhere from 4 and above, trying to make sure to keep it nice and controlled. And honestly, I'll be happy with that. But, let's get the right song. Oh. 6 with a 1 RAR. Woo! Yes, I will take that. We'll take the 2.5 and get another set of the 86. Shit, that felt good. That felt really nice and controlled, I cannot lie. Woo! Second set. Let's get this shit. Oh, another 6. I'll take that shit. We're actually doing the same weight as last session. We did 93 for 7, so we're gonna aim to pretty much match it. I actually got an interesting topic I think I might mention after this set. Yeah, I might bring it up after the set. It's to do with carbohydrate intake. I just watched a YouTube video this morning. I was actually really intrigued by it, so thought I'd share my opinion. But anyways, let's get this set. Wow, I mean, both sets on the leg curl I did for 6 to 1 RAR. This time, instead of taking the 7 to failure, I did 7 to 1 RAR. Shit, maybe I'm just feeling extremely strong today. But everything does feel so much more controlled. The interesting conversation. I watched a Sam Sulek video this morning, and it was his shopping trip before he went to compete at the Arnold. And he was doing a carb load shop, so he's kind of showing everyone, showing his viewers the kind of food that he buys for his carb up. And honestly, I found it super interesting. So when competing for a competition, you want to really try keep your protein and fat at a minimal after your weigh-in, and just heavy carb up, but also carb up from different sources of carbohydrates. So some from oats, some from rice cakes, sweets. So obviously you have glucose, fructose, sucrose, fucking, I don't know if there's any other, but you know, I find it genuinely really interesting because he was like, you know, something that he's learned is that you want to get your carb sources from as many, well, a large variety of different carb sources rather than just having like 800 grams of carbs all from oats. So I found that really interesting, and yeah, I just thought I'd share that because I actually didn't realize that, honestly. I think he had about 1,000, I think it was like what, 1,000 or 1,200 grams of carbs before his competition, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, it is to show that it's just different levels, unnatural versus natural. It's just completely different shit. But that's all good. We're gonna get one more set of this, probably in about 30 seconds or so. So I think I've been rambling on for a good minute or two now, so we should be able to get this one. I'm just gonna write this in my notes and then we can get cracking. Oh, 6. I'll take that. Leg extension time. We did, what did we do last session for this? 93 for 6. We did 6 to failure, so we'll go for 93 again and see how this moves. Oh, we'll take the 6 again. We'll take the 5. 5-1 RAR. I probably could have got the 6, but honestly, I would have been pushing for that rep for a good like 5-6 seconds, and that is just not worth it, especially for my knee. So yeah. Oh fuck, let's move on. Wow. Pendulum squat time. Let's get this shit. We're going up in weight from 35 to 37.5. So slight progressive overload, that's what we love to see. Let's try and get a full 5 reps. Let's get this shit, come on. Up. 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 One more. Come on. All right, we're actually gonna get one more set. We're gonna take it from 37.5, drop it down to 20 and have a spotted set as well. So someone's gonna be there, just, you know, make sure my legs don't give away, but this should feel pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but go right down. Right. This one. So hold that knee. That's it.
That feels good.
Keep your head back, so you're pushing your spine down.
Yep.
Keep your head back. Better. Otherwise you're pushing downwards. That's better.
Oh, okay, I got you. Thank you.
You're pushing against your...
Yeah.
You're pushing 2 ways. Perfect. Perfect. 2 more. You don't have to kill it. Remember, you got a knee.
Yep.
1 more after this. Don't stress yourself. It's hurting. Put it back. It doesn't matter. You've done it.
It's all good. 1 more.
Then
Yeah, man.
keep that head back at all times. Well done, son. That's it. Lock it out. That's it.
Oh.
Now you've done it.
Woo.
All right.
Yeah.
Does it get your cardio really bad?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
It does. Really. It's like you can't breathe.
But
Yeah, I'm absolutely battered after that pendulum squat. I'm happy I got pushed by a good friend in the gym to just go not heavy. There's no need to because of my knee, but just to get that extra little bit of range of motion, that deep feel, strengthen up my knee in those kind of awkward ass positions. So honestly, I might start doing that from now on. I appreciate the tip from the guy, and also something else as well, pushing my head against the pad to the back. I'm really bracing myself like that rather than bringing my head forward. So, yeah. Ugh. Oh, 1 extra rep. Oh, my knee does feel a little dodgy though, I can't lie. Second final set. Honestly, I might be done after this. My knee is feeling a little flared up. I'm happy with it. The only thing I probably would have done as well is probably like an SLDL or an RDL. But I think due to kind of like the pressure that's going to be forced upon my knee in that position, it's probably not going to do me any good necessarily. You know, it might do me good short term for hamstring gains, but not my knee in the short to mid-term. So I don't fancy sacrificing, 2 sets over the health of my knee. I don't want that affecting my sessions next week. So we're gonna be smart about it. Oh my days. Yep. Woo. We'll take that. We'll finish up there. Time to head home and get these trousers off because I'm actually sweating. Alrighty, I have been able to attach the camera using my cuff to the door handle, so hopefully it doesn't fall. I'm just exiting the car park now, as you guys are probably aware of that because I'm about to chuck this ticket through. But like I said earlier, I am super happy with the gym session today. I genuinely am. I genuinely am really happy with the gym session today. I felt like it was actually a really good, productive session. I think the only thing that I kind of wish I was able to do was the SLDLs. But at the end of the day, I did an extra set of squat, and to be honest, my knee is a little bit more high priority than my hamstrings. My knee health is a lot more better, like more priority. So yeah, honestly, I'm okay with missing out a little bit of SLDLs for an extra set of some filthy ass squats. But let me just realign this camera real quick for you guys. There we go. That should be a bit better. I'm currently in the middle of a fucking crossroad. But I'm happy with today's session. Sorry, I literally just had like a moment of absolutely no thought in my brain. It should be green light now, so we should be able to get out of this awful, horrible, sticky situation now. Tomorrow is rest day. Well, actually, the funny thing is tonight, I've got some go-karting tonight. My dad bought everyone, my whole family, tickets to go go-karting. So we're all going go-karting tonight. Well, actually, not everyone. I'm going with my girlfriend, my dad, my uncle, and my uncle's partner. It's not auntie because they're not married. So, but we're going go-karting. I missed it around Christmas time. The reason why I missed it was because I was surprisingly randomly sick Like genuinely, in the middle of the night before we had go-karting that day, I was randomly sick for literally no reason. I don't know why. It just happened all of a sudden. So a little bit annoying, but honestly, it's all good. Let me close this window because the wind is pretty loud. But honestly, I think one thing I'm genuinely really grateful for is, one, this car is beautiful. If you guys don't know what car I got, it's a Vauxhall Astra 2016. I didn't buy the car myself. It's actually my girlfriend's car. But her mum and her stepdad bought it for her. Well, they're financing it for her. But she can't drive yet. And I have my license, but I don't have it. It's funny, actually. She has a car, but doesn't have a license. I have a license, but don't have a car. We're like complete opposites. So yeah, that's that at the moment. But I'm super grateful. Like, this car has been absolutely amazing. I'm sorry if the camera angle gets messed up a little bit. I do need to sort something out for that. Maybe I got to use something tighter, like an elastic band or something. Maybe that'll be a little bit smarter, or just be a smoother driver. That could probably be a better idea, honestly. Yeah, no, I'm so grateful for this car. I feel like myself, I'm guilty of this too. Sometimes, you need to take a moment to actually appreciate the things you have in life, because not everything you're going to have forever. You're not always going to have the luxury of living with your parents, if you are lucky to have that. You're not always going to have the luxury of being able to afford food, or you're never going to have the luxury of, when I mean afford food, I mean afford food easily. Obviously, if you're living at home, you probably don't have to buy as much food for yourself, because I'm sure your parents, might cook dinner, or you might not have to buy everything. I'm very fortunate with that at home, that my parents buy like fruit and, they do dinners. I just buy my own breakfast and lunch. But honestly, I think if I asked for them to buy me some food, they probably would say yes, not gonna lie. And I think that's one thing as well that I'm very grateful for. But I think honestly, sometimes just sitting down for about 10 minutes or so and just realizing how lucky and how grateful you are for the things you have can really kind of shift a massive tone in your life in general. I've noticed I've been making a little bit more faith videos on TikTok and Instagram. I don't know if you guys have been aware or if you've seen, but I have indeed turned to Christianity. I am indeed a follower of Jesus Christ. I don't necessarily speak about it loads, but I remember I used to be so scared to I struggled to even say the name Jesus, like in front of people. Like, I really struggled saying it. I sometimes struggle a little bit now. I mean, talking to a camera is a lot easier because you guys are watching through a screen rather than necessarily you're in front of my face. But I'm getting so much more comfortable. Like, I even spoke to my family friends about my faith and everything, because they brought up a conversation of like, oh, what music do I listen to? And to be honest, my brother has been within faith for a good 2 to 3 years now, and he only really started listening to worship music maybe in the last year. Like, it took a good 6 months to a year or so for him to start only listening to worship music. It took me maybe like a month. Well, to be honest, I started researching about Christianity a lot last year in the summer, maybe July, August time, and I then started going to church in about October, November. I started going with my brother and his wife and my girlfriend, and it would be the four of us, and it'd be really cute. And we still go, the four of us together now, actually, to be fair. But honestly, it's been such a blessing in my life, and I feel like without something like that, it's struggle to appreciate the little things, because you don't have much purpose otherwise. I feel like you lose a lot. Like, I didn't have much purpose in my life before I met Christ. Like, if I'm being totally real, I genuinely thought I was just walking through life with no purpose, no end goal. I believe when we die, we just become nothing. And I thought we all just started from nothing, which, to be honest, doesn't really make any fucking sense. How can something so miraculous just come from nothing? It literally doesn't make sense. I mean, there's all the controversial arguments, you could say, from both sides. But at the end of the day, everyone's open to their own opinion. and their own beliefs. It doesn't necessarily matter what you believe in, but the main thing is that as long as you have good morals and you're a good, kind person and you walk through life trying to do something good and trying to do something better, I think that's what matters. I think Christian or not, I don't think it necessarily matters so much. Obviously it matters. I believe it matters. You know, I want all of you guys watching to go to heaven. I want you guys to have a blessed life and you know, surrender to the Lord and Lord and our Savior. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's not necessarily like at the end of the day, it's your choice. You got to believe in what you believe. You got to have that faith. But you know, your faith doesn't have to be as strong as what you guys probably think. There's a story in the Bible. I need to get over to the next lane here. There's a story in the Bible, and it's about mustard seed. Well, it's not really a story. It's more like an annotation, a metaphor type thing. And it's mentioned that, you know, you only need the faith of a mustard seed. And the mustard seed is literally the smallest, tiniest speck of seed. And it can grow into something huge. And it can grow into something beautiful. And I think that's like quite a key message, I think, for today's video, is that you only need this amount of faith. This amount of faith in God. And, you know, you can make it in life. And yeah, honestly, just start thanking for everything. You know, you don't even have to be religious, but I think that it kind of relates the two in a way. I feel like I've rambled on a lot for you guys, and I'm sorry if you guys are bored. If you're bored, then just skip this chat. But honestly, I just felt like I had the meaning right now to preach this in a way. I'm not a preacher myself, and I'm not necessarily a good spokesperson. And I'm not the greatest person. Like, I sin a lot, and I'm so imperfect. Like, I'm genuinely so imperfect. But I genuinely just felt like I had this reason today to make this part of the video about this. And, you know, I'm sorry if you guys don't. Actually, no, I shouldn't even apologize. No, I'm not even going to apologize for this being a part of the video. It's a part of who I am at the end of the day. And you guys need to understand that everyone is their self in their own sort of way. So, honestly, it's super interesting. And I've never had such a quick drive going home from rambling. And to be honest, it's quite fun. I see why a lot of YouTubers like chatting in the car whilst driving, because you don't even think about the drive itself, really. Because, I mean, I've been driving since about November now, so I've been driving for a good 4 or 5 months now, and I'm pretty comfortable. Like, I can kind of relax and drive and not really think about it, and it just kind of comes like second nature to me now. But yeah, it's really nice. Time's gone fast, and I'm actually almost home. I've been recording this for about 10 minutes now. It's a quick journey home, honestly. To the gym, on like a quiet journey, usually coming home, it takes anywhere from like about 12 to 15 minutes. Going to the gym, however, on a busy day, that can take about 25 minutes. It can take pretty long if I'm being totally honest. But on a rough note, it's around maximum 20 minutes, I'd say, usually, on going to the gym. And honestly, I don't think I'd switch gym. I think I'd genuinely stay at JD for a long time. I think the only reason I'd switch gym is if I was to move home. So if I was to move, obviously, one to a different country, well, if I moved to a different country, I'd have to move gym, because it's not exactly a JD gym in a different country. But I am wanting to move out probably in the next year or so. I'm wanting to move into a nice flat, and I genuinely think that'd be lovely, moving with my partner, and, you know, we can live together before we get engaged and get married and have children. Shit, fuck, that's too far down the road now. But honestly, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for like the next 12 months or so. I think a lot's going to happen in the next 12 months. I think you guys are probably going to see a big change as long as I'm still continuing my content creation and everything. One thing I do need to do today is actually lock in a little bit with my eating, and as well as my making my videos and editing my TikTok videos, etc. I do need to get myself back in lock with that. But I feel like it's super easy to. And wow, I am literally a couple roads away from being home, and I have chatted my head off. Every single day, every single video won't be this chatty. But today I just had the meaning to talk a lot. And I need to charge my camera, because my camera is currently very low battery. I think it's running on about 10%. I'll let you go. Perfect. Sweet. But yeah, no. I will see you guys again in a good couple days for my next upper session. Then we'll have the weekend off, which will be nice. Just kind of relax and chill. But yeah, no, I hope you guys are all doing well. I will see you guys again shortly. And yeah, peace out, guys.